What is up, YouTube, and welcome to Behind the Wall, presented by Perky Jerky. I'm Junior Nation 5788, along with my cellmates, Thermite 917 and Kane Junior 88. Tonight, we're going to be discussing the whatever the hell it was called, Race 400 at Michigan, and the Michigan Race Weekend. So we had a race. But anyway,
That's it.
moving on to awards, I think, we got some really good ones, despite, not having a whole lot happening. Obviously, I'm joking. We're still going to discuss this, but there's not that much to talk about, really. So, you guys have anything you want to start off with? There's an.
Not really. That was a justified though,
It's
because
just a justified
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
There's,
I agree. I'm kind of giving you a little bit of shit, but that is true. It's a justifiable because that's basically the entirety, of the race. It's just like, right, okay, yeah,
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 because I mean, not much happened until Ryan Sieg spun, and
and that
that's
was in the
that's his
last
job.
stage. Yeah,
That was in the last stage.
yeah. Holy Lord. I mean, wow. First of all, let's just start off with the very sad attendance rate, and I understand, it's only 3 cars less than the what could be the full field, but still, it's just sad, man. 37 cars. Ugh, it's
Yeah,
painful to watch the numbers continue to go down. I don't get it. I mean, for Christ's sake, Derek Cope could show up. Just show up, and you will be in the field. It's obviously times are that bad that they can't even just go to the racetrack. So I
it's
don't
almost
know.
down to what the Truck Series used to run at 36. So, and now
Yeah,
trucks are at like 29 or 30.
it sucks, but
Yeah.
but anyhow, so 37th was last, and that hasn't happened in years. But those first two stages, there just was. I mean, yeah, it was just natural flowing of a race. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it's not really exciting. So, that's kind of have to say that.
Yeah.
Martin Truex
Martin
Jr.
Truex Jr.
won both stages.
Yep.
Congrats.
Shocker.
Hey, Kane said something.
Say more things, Kane.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you guys. It was a pretty boring race. God damn it with the ums. It was. I mean, I don't know much else to say. Honestly, I mean, it was pretty much just like post. I mean, it was pretty much boring for like the first two stages, and then all the good stuff started happening in the last stage with the cautions and the fuel strategy, which ended up getting thrown out the window pretty much. So, yeah,
And that's
otherwise a pretty uneventful race. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that seems to be, with the stages how things have gone because the drivers just kind of want to take care of their stuff and get to the last stage. So, crazy stuff can happen if there's a caution right before the end of a stage because now they have a chance to do something. But if it's kind of strung out, they're not going to push it. They don't have to. And that's kind of the one aspect that has been, struggling with the stages. It's just people just want to ride around.
Well, I don't know that they're necessarily riding around. You know, they're always fighting. I think
Yeah,
it just was tough to pass today. It it the tire wear wasn't really significant. I mean, you saw some two tires, and two tires kind of worked. They worked better than some other places, and it was just one of those races, man. I mean, it was just it's such a power track. It's either you have it or you don't. And the guys that had it clearly stood out among, everybody else. Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., you throw in Kyle Busch, he would have probably finished in the top three had it not been for just some poor strategy choice. And obviously getting beat on a restart. And just general shuffling. But the point is, just there was just not a whole lot of racing action just because of, you just couldn't really go anywhere. It's kind of the way it was. The only thing that really
Yeah, and
made it any bit exciting was restarts, and at least there was a few more of them than last week at Pocono. I shouldn't say the entire race got changed, but at least it added a lot more excitement in that last stage once Ryan Sieg showed up and spun out, and then then it kind of business started to pick up a little more.
yeah, good old Ryan Sieg. Um, yeah,
Yes, we missed him.
yeah, well, he spun at Dover, so he's two for two for being in a Cup car. But I think Michigan's at a point now because it's still a new pavement for the most part. So it's like kind of in between where guys were out of control if they barely got out of the groove, and moving to that point of everything widening out back to the old Michigan. It's kind of like in between that where really not much is going on. It's still one line, but they're not slipping and sliding as much as before, it seems. So I don't know.
True. Obviously, another thing we have to say, the inside line is still absolutely monstrous on restarts. You just can't you can't be down there at all.
It's weird.
It's
Yeah.
it's terrible. The only positive that I saw on the inside line, really all day, the only thing I caught was obviously Kyle Larson at the very end, getting Kyle Busch on that restart. He had an absolute power move and won the race.
Yeah.
Just by that move. It was brilliant, and he performed it excellently. So that was it. Other than that, stay the hell away from that line. If you weren't on the outside, you were probably screwed. And you saw that all race long, really, and that really affected people throughout the run since it's so hard to pass. If you have a bad restart, good luck getting it back.
NASCAR Chasm said on Twitter that the inside line at Michigan is giving the outside line at Martinsville a run for its money as being the shittiest line to restart in the series.
That's a good analogy, honestly, because Martinsville being there is a death trap. So, and if you can't get to the inside line, you're screwed. So, yeah, that's a good way to put it. So, anyways, they have a couple of cautions. Oh, debris cautions. Jesus H. Christ. They had one early on in the race for a friggin' trash bag. Now, listen, that pisses me off. Why? Because guess what? There was trash blowing left and right at Pocono, too. But did they throw debris cautions for that shit? No. At least I don't think they did.
Jeff Gluck also said that there was I think a cowboy hat on the track, and they didn't call a caution for that today.
That's true.
There was.
Like Mike Joyce said, I think it was a Talladega race. The hat on the track does not belong to the cat in the hat, and he, tried to make a Dr. Seuss rhyme out of it. But man, they're so inconsistent with debris. You never know what they're gonna call. They had the garbage bag, and they didn't call it for the hat, and then there was the debris, the third to last caution, I think, and they didn't even show that one. So I think just show it. If there's debris, then you have to show it, I think, to make the fans happy.
Absolutely. What the hell's the problem? What else are they gonna show? I mean, really, show the reason for
And
the
it was
caution.
a 5-lap caution.
Yes, I saw it on Twitter that it was said that caution took longer to clean up than the 5-car wreck. I mean, are you shitting me? Are you shitting
Yeah,
me?
I mean, seriously.
Really, NASCAR? Like,
I don't understand that.
what kind of bullshit are you pulling if you're doing that? I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. That just goes to show you right there that they are pulling shit. They're doing sneaky shit and they're getting away with it just
They
because
are.
it's their fucking sport and they can do whatever they want. Artificial bullshit.
Yeah, and they're going to say, because they are getting called out probably on Twitter right now. They're going to say, safety reasons. Well, no, you can have a little bit of debris on the track and it'll be fine. It's not gonna, flap into the stands. It's not gonna, necessarily blow a tire and cause a huge crash. Sometimes debris is just part of racing. You can't call a caution for every little speck of dust on the track. So just tell the fans what you're going to call a caution for. It's not that hard.
And let me just say this: there is the only person I can think of that was even more pissed off about these fake debris cautions was our good friend Mr. Tony Stewart. He sent a series of angry tweets after the race because 3 of his cars were screwed over by these so-called debris. And let's face it, he called NASCAR's bullshit out on Twitter, and now he's going to probably get fined for it.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's like, good on Tony for speaking his mind.
it's
Yeah.
and I understand that he's got definitely obviously got a point there. You know, some people won and some people lost. Obviously, look at the cars that ended up getting wrecked. Danica got wrecked. She was an innocent victim in that whole deal. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. Yeah. A white guy got loose, got into a Mexican, and a black guy got into a woman. So that was a really diverse crash right there. I seen that like little that mix up right there on Twitter. Somebody said that absolutely hysterical. That's funny as hell. It really is. But in all seriousness, so yeah, that was just a really weird incident. That was a huge stack up. The restarts were getting crazy. Ryan Blaney just I don't know, stepped on himself and stacked up the field. And next thing you know, there's Swervez and yeah, Bubble Wheelhouse got into Swervez and. You know, Danica Packant just came along for the ride and went down in the infield wall. So she was a very innocent bystander right there. Unfortunate for her to get taken out, you know. But that's just kind of my point. You know, there was just some wreck race cars. It didn't need to happen, but late race restarts can't do anything about it. And you know, because of NASCAR's artificial bullshit, that's what happens. They crash cars. And if that's what they want to see, then great. I mean, to be honest with you, I I think it's ridiculous, but at the same time, that race needed a little bit of energy. It needs some life. So
Yeah.
as WWE and as artificial as it is, I can't really complain too much. Anyhow,
I mean, NASCAR's kind of put in a box in a way because it's like, do the fans want drama or do they not? But I think the bottom line is they just want consistency, whether it makes for good racing or not. I just want to see a true race. I don't want to see stuff that is kind of made up along as they go. And
well, the worst part is they're just lying about it. You know, they're getting out of it, and that always leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Just fucking admit to it. Jesus, is it really that difficult?
Unfortunately, the Muppets in the control tower won't do that. So.
Double meaning on that one, asshole.
Yeah.
So, but I do agree with you on that.
Even
yeah.
ARCA has better consistency with cautions, and obviously IndyCar too. But if they can do
that's freaking hilarious.
Every single race series has their own set of stupidity, no matter what it is. But what's terrible about it is it can be cleaned up. They just choose not to do anything about it. They keep making the same decisions over and over and over and over. Again, that classic kind of saying, you take one step forward, 3 steps back, or whatever you want to say. The point's still there. NASCAR still does that, and it's annoying, it's frustrating, but whatever. It could have been, to be honest, it could have been way worse. We've seen way worse examples. This discussion could have happened at like a Dega race that got ruined or something like that, where you just really end up pissed off about it. But Kyle Larson won. He led the most laps. A lot of people finished where they should have. Some people got lucky. Some people didn't. It happened. So there's nothing you can do about it, really. It still wasn't a great race.
The best car won. So
yeah, the best car ultimately won. So it's not really the worst thing. But yeah, Kyle Larson made a great move, did a great job, and got the victory. Chase Elliott came home second again. So that little interesting stat there. That's a third straight Michigan race where Chase Elliott has finished second. and the second in a row that the 42 and 24 finished 1-2. So that's interesting. Chase, obviously a little bit different scenario this time. He wasn't leading, so he kind of just got a second place finish instead of blowing it.
I still hate for his guys though.
We all hate it
Yeah.
for his guys. So
I hate it for your mic.
I hate it for your internet.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh man, let's do
Anyhow,
race ratings because
Yeah, race ratings. Kane gives the race rating.
If you
I
can.
mean, yeah, if I can. Well, if you guys can hear this, well, then I'm gonna give my rating a 5. It wasn't that exciting until the very end, just like last week at Pocono. I mean, it sucks that NASCAR has to resort to this kind of bullshit to make the race exciting. And, if you want less angry tweets from Tony Stewart, actually let the race out. Don't be calling bullshit debris cautions, to bunch up the field and, create artificial excitement. It's just let it play out.
Nick?
I will give it a 5 as well, I think, because of the reasons Kane mentioned. It was pretty much exactly like Pocono. Boring and then exciting with a good winner right at the end. So, really not much more to say about it.
All right.
Tyler?
I give it a 4. This race was about a 2 for me until the ending. And wow, like I said, it was kind of bullshit, but at the same time, did make it a little more exciting. Kind of got you on the edge of your seat a little bit, but ultimately it still wasn't that great of a finish. So 4 out of 10, it definitely sinks at the bottom of one of the worst races of the year thus far. So, well, the trucks raced this weekend at Gateway, and you know what that means. Where did Cody Coughlin finish? Oh, Pound Cake came home with a 12th place finish. And let's see what he had to say about his evening. We had a good Jakes.com Tundra tonight. We didn't get the result we wanted due to a mistake. We fought back and finished on the lead lap and learned a lot. This place is tough to pass on, but we were able to make some things happen. Now we'll go to Iowa and see if we can make more things happen there. Well, you're going to make some things happen, Cody. Like, more top 15 or top 20 finishes. You're going to make those happen. Why don't you speed up pit road again? You'll make that thing happen. Or, better yet, get you a can of ravioli and warm it up. And make
Get you ravioli.
Get you ravioli, Cody.
Get your ravioli.
Yes!
Jax! Okay, cut out.
Jax!
Jax!
Jax! Max! Alright, now it's time to hand out some awards for the Michigan race weekend, and starting off with a big ol' raging boner. Who's got the boner?
That is Kane.
Kane. So Kane, fill us in on your boner.
Well, our boner of the week, it goes to somebody who you would not expect to receive a boner of the week. It's Kyle Busch. For his little screw up at the beginning of the Xfinity, Brad Keselowski, and what does he do? He freaking wrecks himself. Oh my God! I mean, it's an Xfinity race, Kyle. Oh. You're not earning points or anything. I mean, there's no reason to be taking out your little personal vendetta on Brad in an Xfinity race. I mean, I don't care that you came back to finish 5th. You still could have won the thing, but no. We gotta take revenge on old BK. I mean, I'm sure Nos Energy was so happy to see you do that shit. Nice going, Kyle.
This
Jackass.
Jackass! Jackass! Anyways, that wasn't really a crying tap, but I kind of almost dubbed as one, so nice job, Kane.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, really.
Next award.
The next award is Candy Stealer, and that goes to Denny Hamlin for stealing the candy of William Byron, who was on his way to his first career win. He was so close. It was 12 1,000ths of a second according to MRN. Oh, he was. Then he raced him hard but clean. There was a late caution. I think Byron was going to have the win pretty easily, I think. He was starting to check out a little bit. Then the caution came, and then there's a green-white checker. Well, not a green-white checker, but it was 2 to go. And he just missed it. But he'll get one soon. Nothing to hang his head about. He's a great driver, just like someone else who drove that 9 car a few years ago. All right, next award, Tyler.
Thank you, Sir Nicholson. And that is Almost Forgot About You. And that goes to Ryan Sieg and the BK Racing clan. You know, they got their weekly caution. I feel like we haven't seen it in a little bit. You know, Corey LaJoie has finally stepped back his pace and realized, you know, hey, I'm just going to finish 30th. And, you know, but, you know, they've kind of gone under the radar. Ryan Sieg came back, caused himself a little caution, didn't damage the car, but, you know, he still made it known that they were in the race. And thank you for that. So we didn't forget about you. Almost, but we didn't. Next award. The next award is, well, shit. And that goes to Danica Patrick. You know, pretty self-explanatory. We covered this in a race recap. You know, she was just a very innocent bystander in that crash. You know, she was actually having, I don't know, just a dinky little run, normal Danica. But, you know, still, she was going to finish the race without destroying the car. And, well, that didn't happen. So, just really bad luck for her, you know. Sometimes it's, you know, she doesn't deserve it. She didn't do anything wrong there. But it happened. She still crashed, and we're still going to laugh about it. Ha ha.
Haha.
Poor Danica. Next award.
Yeah.
All right. Our next award is the Straight Jacket Award! And it goes to NASCAR for your bullshit debris cautions. Because let's face it, NASCAR, you must be freaking crazy if you think you can drum up some artificial excitement at the end of these races by throwing these so-called debris cautions that, as we mentioned before, really pissed off Tony Stewart on Twitter just to create an exciting finish. Look, I said this earlier in the podcast. I'll say it. Let the race play out. It's that easy.
All right, well, now we have some cigar awards to hand out. So who gets the cigar award? Nicholas, lead us off.
The cigar award this week goes to Kyle Larson, and let's give it to his son Owen too, because he's a cool kid. But anyway, Kyle Larson led the most laps, and he made some great passes on a restart to get back to the lead, and the best car won. And that is, you know, Larson has been making some mistakes late in the race. You know, just look at Dover, for example. But this time he got it done. It's his 3rd career win. Maybe, you know, next time win at a track that's not 2 miles in length, and then we'll start talking. But great job for Larson. Great job for Ganassi, because McMurray finished 5th. And also great burnout in victory lane there. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
We also have an honorable mention or two. Take it away.
All right, well, another honorable cigar goes to Dale Jr. And Jr., he didn't have the greatest of races once again, but he was still running pretty solid. But unfortunately, some things happened to him. He got shuffled back in a pack, and he found himself 24th with, I believe, just under 10 to go. And, well, they had that little wreck and gained a few spots there, and then he restarted 18th on the final restart of the race and vaulted just almost immediately to 9th place and got himself his 3rd top 10 of the year. So, solid little run there for Junior, and, you know, hell of a comeback to salvage a solid result.
Our other honorable cigar goes to Dale Jr.'s driver, well, one of his drivers in the Xfinity Series, William Byron. Man, he should have won that Xfinity race on Saturday, and unfortunately he got his candy stolen by Demi Hamlin there at the end. I mean, this kid's going to be going places. I gotta say, I was excited when Hendrick and Dale Jr. signed this guy away from Kyle, and Kyle was so fucking salty about it. And so far, it has been paying dividends. I mean, yeah, he has yet to win a race in the Xfinity Series, but that win is definitely coming for William Byron and that 9 team. I mean, like Nick said, it's not the first time we've seen this. I mean, we saw it 3 years ago, and I think it's going to happen again very soon. This kid's going to have.
Sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
Nice one,
And
dickhead.
just one more thing to point out from, Denny Hamlin stealing his candy. Why was Fox getting all, like, oh, it's a good confidence booster for Cup? No, stop. Just stop.
That's Adam Alexander.
Adam Alexander's a bald-headed fuck.
Yep.
He used to drive his fucking Nissan off a cliff. Anyhow.
Yeah.
I believe we have one more award to give out. And Kane, do you have any idea what we're talking about?
Oh, yes, I do. Obviously, as most of you saw today, Kyle Larson drove a special Cars 3 paint scheme mimicking Lightning McQueen's red and yellow lightning bolt and flame ensemble that he runs in the majority of the movie. Well, obviously, he's not the first one to run it. A couple weeks ago at the Coke 600, we saw Chris Buescher run a paint scheme that looks just like that. And then just last week, Eric Jones ran an extremely boring Cars 3 Driven to Win GameStop car. And then next week at Sonoma, Clint Boyer will be running the exact same paint scheme that Kyle ran today and Chris ran at Charlotte. What the hell? Disney? Pixar? I mean, I understand you guys have licensing agreements, but can't we make the paint schemes look at least a lot more like Lightning McQueen instead of just whatever you guys come up with? Or, I mean, I didn't realize Disney had their own paint scheme designers. I mean, that's just grand. Maybe they should hire us. But my God, I mean, I just want to cry. That's how ugly these cars really are. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, Lightning McQueen has such a badass paint scheme in Cars 3. I mean, I have yet to see the movie, but I mean, I've seen the preview shots, and those are some really cool. He has a really cool paint scheme. So why can't you replicate that onto the actual Cup Series cars that are going to be on the track in front of a national audience? Why not? Oh, Disney. Oh, Pixar. I don't know who to blame here. All I know is that I mean, I know this isn't Kyle's fault, or Chris's, or Eric's, or even Clint, but you could do way better than that. I mean, look at Tony Ray's car back in 2006 promoting the first Cars movie. That was awesome. Why can't you replicate that? Oh, and I know I'm not the only one that's mad about this. What do you guys have to say?
You bet your ass, Leslie. I'm furious about this. I can't believe it. They're making me so sad. Look at these pieces of shit. Who designs this? Who the hell is getting paid to do this? Come on. God. I'm loaded with piss. Are you loaded with piss, Nick?
I gotta be so bad. Give me a Ficus, one for each driver that had to run that paint scheme. These are just so bad. Oh my God! And it's like the number doesn't go with anything. Like they couldn't have picked a worse number for each of those paint schemes, number color. And then like, why is there the black on the hood? I don't remember seeing any of those. That black on Lightning McQueen's car. But I haven't even seen the movie. I really want to, but these cars make me not want to see them, and that's like the opposite of this promotion and all this.
I feel your pain, Nick. And let me face it, Disney, they've got to have some big-ass ficuses in their office.
And they're going to get a lot of urine on them. I promise you that, you big crybabies! They probably do have mighty large ficuses, and they will die. I promise you, they will die. I'll make sure my piss is extra sudsy that day.
Yeah. The first ever 3-person crying towel right there. It was
Oh,
just that bad.
No, it was just a lot of tears. You know,
Yeah.
the tears come streaming down your face, you know, when you see something you want it replaced. I think we need to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Whoa, look at that green! I'd like to sex that green down.
Holy cow!
Well, it's time for some fantasy picks, and first off, we're going to recap our fantasy selections from Michigan. And Nick, who picked Kyle Larson, comes home with the victory, getting 57 points. Obviously, Kyle Larson won the race. I come home in second with 51 points, and I was after picking Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. actually won both stages and got max and bonus points there, but he unfortunately came home sixth, so I'll have to settle for second. Damani picked Chase Elliott, and he comes home in third with 40 points. And Kane, oh, Kane, rounding out the rear again, sucks to suck. And he picked Brad Keselowski, who got him 22 points. So, Sonoma is up next. And, Kane, you have to make the first choice. So, who are you picking?
Mel, I know I'm gonna regret this pick, so I'm just gonna say it. I'm picking Denny Hamlin. He nearly won this race a year ago. He got around Tony Stewart on the last lap, only to go wide in turn 11 and get his ass taken out by Tony. And my God, that was exciting as hell to watch. But I think he's gonna get avenged. He's gonna avenge that. So, yeah, Dimmy Hamlin it is.
All right. Well, Damani, he has to forfeit his pick again, you know, for being a late son of a bitch. It's funny because, you know, he's always so quick to go on league race restarts. But he's not very fast with his fantasy selections, so he'll have to forfeit his selection. And I will go next. I'm going to pick A.J. Allmendinger. Yeah, why not? It's A.J. Allmendinger.
Yeah.
He likes the road course. He won at Watkins Glen. His only career Cup victory to this date was at Watkins Glen on a road course. It's kind of his specialty. And I think that they'll have plenty of speed. And, you know, considering we're in a year where we've had some nice guy winners, you know, some first time winners and stuff like that, you'll see some, you know, there's still plenty of people who still have to get a win. And, you know, it could make the chase feel crazy. So if AJ gets a win, wow, that's going to really shuffle things up. And I think he can do it. So he's had a lot of bad luck. He's got to pull one together, and this is his wheelhouse to do it. So I think A.J. Allmendinger gets it done, gets his second career victory. Nick, who are you picking?
Well, talk about bad luck. This driver had a ton of it last season with a crappy team, but this year he's on a good team, and that is Clint Bowyer. He won here in 2012, but last year with, you know, his filler ride or whatever, as he waited to get to Stewart Haas Racing, he had an electrical fire, and it's just one example of a crappy season. But I think he's been having a good season currently, and he's going to get it done. He's pretty good on the road courses, Clint Bowyer.
Alrighty. And Damani, obviously, will have to go last here, so here is his selection now.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps it up for another episode of Behind the Wall, presented by Perky Jerky. We hope you've enjoyed listening, which you probably won't, because nobody's going to listen to this. So, for Damani HT, the guy who's never here, for Kane Jr. 88, Mr. Drunk, for Thermite 917, Mr. Ficus Pisser, and for myself, Junior Nation 5788, also a pisser of the Ficus. This has been Behind the Wall. You've been Behind the Wall, and thank you for listening. Holy outtakes. I'm telling you, I was thinking into the night, you know, oh yeah, you know, maybe, man, it's not going to be a very long race discussion, you know, we'll do our awards, we'll probably have a nice little clean episode. Yeah, right. Yeah. Who am I kidding? With us three fucking clowns running a podcast, here's 10 minutes of outtakes coming our way. This game's easy,
NASCAR
too.
Heat Evolution, I'll probably turn everything down, and halfway through the podcast, I'll hear, like, clear in turn 4 or something like that. Like, who knows what it's going to do.
There's a wreck in turn 4. Oh my god, imagine if your spotter was Kane Sounds.
Oh, new video.
That would be oh my
Alright, so
goodness.
First
that
is Kane
great.
is a Teletubby. That's the first one. And then Spotter, like Kane is a spotter. Oh man.
That would be so great. Oh my
and like
goodness.
I make a good pass. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then you get into somebody and be like, ah.
Oh man.
Okay, it said he said that the inside line at Michigan is giving the outside line at Louisville a run for its money
Did
as
it
being the
again.
shittiest line restarted.
Yeah, that
I know
audio
you were
was-
saying
kidding me?
Martinsville, but right when you got to it again, it cut out.
Yeah, dude, the audio was so choppy right there. Holy shit.
God damn, is my internet going out again?
It was totally fine both times until you got to the track name. I also would have laughed so hard if it cut out when you got to the track name again.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then, never mind. Forget I said that.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I don't know.
And Roush Racing had to confirm it's not Jack's hat.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
But
The hat on the
In fact,
track does not belong
think
to the
the-
cat in the hat. Shut up a second! God!
Kane, you wanted to
I
sit
like-
there and be fucking Silent Sam, and then now you're all of a sudden talking to Perry. Shut up. Because
Don't
that's
go
the
into
only...
WWE with Kane right next to you here.
Yeah, I'm not. Never mind. I didn't say anything, nothing wrestling related, and I sure as hell didn't say anything about the fucking Cubs either. So don't say anything else, Kane. Don't talk about beer either. Don't talk about beer. Don't talk about Mama's Little Yellow. Don't talk about Dado. Don't even talk about Dale Jr. Shut up. Dale Jr. didn't race today. Anyways.
I still hate.
You what? It cut out.
Dude, it
You
was
hate it for his
terrible.
what?
Mike Static.
I still.
4 to 10.
Oh, not Tyler cut out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the one that's getting the fucking audio, so as long as it recorded on my end, for me, it's good.
Well, what if it didn't?
It did!
Okay. Every time Kane has something good to say, it cuts out.
Damn it!
It doesn't care when it's just anything else. It's just right when it's something good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We have to do
man.
that segment over again.
No, we don't. We had a good Jakes.com Tundra tonight. We didn't get to... Shut the...
It can come at any time. That's the
It
thing.
can come at any time, I know that, but you ruined my goddamn flow. Just like Cody Coughlin did on every fucking turn of the night, he ruined his flow. Every time he got in the corner, he washed up the fucking racetrack. Because he's a clam and can't hold his fucking Tundra. Anyways, but we didn't get to finish. See, look what you doing. Look what you doing. Get your ginger ale, Mackie. Get your ginger ale.
Man, you suck.
I don't fucking suck. Somebody ruined my flow, and don't ruin my flow. It's kind of like you want a good flow in your menstrual cycle, too. If you fuck that up, you got a lot of blood. Anyhow, I don't know why I went there.
I'm done.
I'm sure you are. I felt like there was a next award coming, but again,
right,
Nick
hold
Lamacki's
on,
screwing
hold
shit
on.
up in the awards.
You can. It doesn't need an introduction. All right. Next award, Tyler.
Thank you, Nicholas. And that'll.
Sorry.
All right, well, we have another award. I believe we have some cigars to hang out. Nick, who gets the cigar award?
The cigar award this week goes to none other than Kyle Larson, and let's give it to his son Owen too for giving that thumbs up. He's a good kid. He's probably my favorite NASCAR baby. All right. Let me do that again. I took that. All right.
Your favorite NASCAR baby?
Oh,
Jesus
I go
Christ.
to Brexton and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that kid's fucking ugly.
but at least he's more mature than his dad.
That's true. Oh my god, I
all
just
right.
realized Logano's having a kid too, so imagine how ugly that fucking thing's gonna be.
Oh, well, and seeing as Joey doesn't know how sex works, yeah,
Yeah, Joey doesn't know how sex works. We already know that. I'm telling you, I want to see it.
exactly, and he's having a fucking baby.
I don't know how that happened. I want to see a DNA test.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, who knows? Kimmy probably fucked his wife.
Oh my god. That's yeah, that's what I do. I do your wife.
Kimmy, Kimmy, what'd you do? Fucked your wife? What? Fucked her? No, you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you even do that? My penis.
Do.
That's what that's for?
Jeez.
Yeah. Ew. No.
Yeah,
Daddy never
and then that's
told
when he
me that.
smiles. Daddy
No.
never told me that.
He's a pussy.
Yes, he is.
I believe we have one more award to give out. Kane,
Yes,
do you have any
we
idea
do
what this
have
is?
one.
Don't
Oh, I
fucking.
have a
God
very.
You're fucking, I'm sitting here still talking, like, you know, building it up, and Kane's like, yeah, 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 and I'm sitting,
How about
I'm
those
going, yeah,
lighting
yeah,
challenges?
yeah. He's going, I'm going, and Kane's going, shut up.
Oh no, not again.
And Thermite 917, and myself, Junior Nation 5788. Well, we don't have to say anything about ourselves. We're accomplished individuals.
Regular
You-
season champion.
You know it. You're a regular season champ, and I'm a season champion, and I don't want to talk. I have to. No, that's not. This is not happening. God damn it! I don't even know where I was going with that.
Ah,
I
so
didn't have anything to
close
say
again.
about you.
That,
I didn't wanna-
I know.
I didn't want to bust your nuts this week, but I'll come up with something.
That's good. Okay.